Day Trip to Luxor from Marsa Alam by Alice Phillips, travel blogger. Early morning departure, the road to ancient splendor. The day began in darkness, that kind of still, early morning hush, where the desert hasn't yet decided if it wants to be hot or not. My driver arrived promptly at my hotel in Marsa Alam, and as we drove through the waking landscape in a comfortable, air-conditioned vehicle, I sipped bottled water and watched the Red Sea fade in the rear view. I was heading to Luxor, the beating heart of ancient Egypt. Just thinking about it made my pulse quicken. This wasn't just a sightseeing tour. This was a walk into eternity. Karnak Temple, a city of columns and gods. Arriving in Luxor, we started the day with the Karnak Temple complex, and I mean complex in every sense of the word. I've seen grand architecture before, but Karnak is something else. Its scale made me feel so small, yet so honored to stand among history. The hypostyle hall was absolutely spellbinding. Rows upon rows of towering columns like a petrified forest carved by gods. Each pillar told a story. I ran my fingers along the sun-warmed stone, imagining the pharaohs who walked this very path. The air was thick with dust and myth. I could have lingered forever. Lunch? A delicious pause. After Karnak, we stopped at a local restaurant. Lunch was surprisingly fresh and flavorful. Grilled meats, warm bread, and vegetables seasoned just right. I sat by the window, still thinking about the temples, while sipping hibiscus tea. The perfect moment to pause, breathe, and let it all settle in. West Bank, the spirit of the Nile. Crossing over to the west bank of the Nile, the atmosphere shifted, quieter, somehow more reverent. It felt like we were crossing not just water, but into the land of the dead, where Egypt's royalty prepared for their afterlife. Colossi of Memnon. Silent giants. There they stood, the Colossi of Memnon, two massive statues of Amenhotep III, rising from the ground like silent sentinels. Their weathered faces and cracked torsos seemed to hold secrets too old for words. I stared up, caught in their gaze, wondering how something so broken could still feel so alive. Ah! Valley of the Kings, into the earth. Next stop, the Valley of the Kings. This part of the day hit me hard. To descend into the rock-cut tombs was to step into the realm of eternity. I visited 3 tombs, each one richly decorated, their walls whispering stories in hieroglyphs. Stars, gods, pharaohs, boats to the afterlife. The air inside was still, cool, and full of something I can only describe as sacred. I imagined ancient hands chiseling those walls, painting dreams of rebirth and glory. I had goosebumps the whole time. Temple of Hatshepsut, the Queen's legacy. Just when I thought the day couldn't get more awe-inspiring, we arrived at El Deir El Bahari, where the Temple of Hatshepsut is carved into the cliffside. It's stunning in its symmetry and serenity. Rising in tears, this monument to Egypt's most powerful female pharaoh felt bold and beautiful, just like the woman it honors. I wandered slowly, admiring the reliefs and architecture that seemed to grow right out of the desert rock. There's something deeply empowering about standing in a place built by a woman who ruled as king in a world of men. Return to Marsa Alam. Sunset Reflections. As we made the long journey back to Marsa Alam, I watched the sun dip below the horizon, painting the desert in golds and purples. My mind was spinning from everything I had seen. Temples that scraped the sky, tombs that tunneled into the underworld, stories carved in stone that refuse to be forgotten. Summary of the day. One moment I'll never forget. Standing in the heart of Karnak's hypostyle hall, dwarfed by the forest of columns, I felt the weight of time pressing in, and I loved every second of it.